That's no fun. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 2 of this Best of 2 series between micgao+4 Legends and Third Tier Gaming. As you saw in the last game, it was Game of Throws the entire way, although it wasn't quite as throwy as you might expect. This game went back and forth. We're looking to see if these two teams can do it once again. Since micgao,
you're looking to see if they can throw again?
No, if they can do that heart-stopping, pulse-pounding, Boon to Eve pod race style play style we saw last game, where it went back and forth between Anakin Skywalker and Sebulba.
Please don't ever.
I don't understand any of that since that movie never happened.
Don't ever make references to pod racing ever again.
Star Wars Episode 1 Pod Racer was the pinnacle, sir. Anyway, micgao+4 managed to eke out an impressive victory against Third Tier Gaming with a final score of 37-20, 23, I believe. Very well played by this team. They won that last-minute team fight, and that's what cemented their victory. First bans have already gone to Doom and Silencer over on micgao, and then over on the Third Tier Gaming side, we're going to see a ban out of Lycan Brewmaster with Tidehunter being picked up, Shadow Shaman being picked up by micgao for the first pick. As always, you're flying high in the Dota 2 Killcopter, brought to you by UGC League. Ladies and gentlemen, if you like the cast, you want to learn more about UGC League, you see all those little buttons underneath this this window where you see this game happening. Just go ahead and click a couple of them. They got Facebook, they got Twitter, they got an actual website where you can participate in Team Fortress 2 and Dota 2 style tournaments. We got Season 1 coming up very soon. Earthshaker being picked up by micgao. We're going to go to the second pick of Third Tier Gaming. As always, my name is Brushfire. I'm joined by Aerial Gunner and co-commentator, Joojkins, analyst, Technoman, and Statsman, Mr. Bad Guy. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us here. Long-winded introductions aside, go to twitch.tv/thebrushfire if you want to see more antics by myself and my cohorts, and not just a Dota 2 capacity, but other capacities too. We play a lot of video games. We're nerds. It happens.
I mean, some of us are nerds. Some of us will actually play Dota, outside of casting.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I play Dota outside of casting, occasionally. We'll see a Mirana pickup by Third Tier Gaming as their second pick. What do you think about that current lineup there, Logs? Do you think that Tidehunter Mirana is going to be gross?
I think it's dirty. I think it's dirty.
Would you say that'd be riding dirty if they were on cars?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Well, then, dang.
was that Skyrath Mage?
What? It sounded like it's not best. All right, so
10 seconds
sad, depressing cries from Skyrath Mage being banned out aside, we're going to see a Faceless Void ban as well from Third Tier Gaming.
Oh, that's funny.
It looks like Davey.
It's a little weird to see an Earthshaker picked up this early. Usually he's picked up, as a counter to something, or as like a third or fourth pick for your support. He's not really a second pick.
Proactive Shaker.
Maybe a little too proactive.
Maybe a little too proactive. Looks like Davey Coxey put a little story over in Twitch chat. If you want, I can read it.
Oh dear God, that is a long. Yeah, you read that.
All right, it says Nuki Dog sat in a dark room. The words "dire victory" filled up the screen. Not even Nuki Dog's Shadow Fiend could win this game. 3, 8, 7, 378 gold per minute. Tears filled Nuki's eyes as he caressed his hand of Midas. The sound of hardcore gangster rap and crying filled the room. The door creaks open and micgao enters the room. You lost, Ryan. You do know what happens when you lose. Nuki removed his clothes, wearing only one of micgao's hockey masks.
I don't know if I'm okay with the story
micgao
anymore.
removed his clothes. You lost 23 mm. That's how many hours of your punishment will be. Nuki Dog spent the next 23 hours being furiously beat by his mentor. After the punishment, the semen-covered Nuki Dog arrives. Thank you, Master. I can't wait to return the favor when you lose. micgao smiled. So will I, Ryan. Meanwhile, we had a pickup of Alchemist over on micgao+4 Legends.
You're never allowed to read anything ever again.
Hey, you know what? It's just a little bit of thing for your flavor text, sir.
No, that was not for anyone's viewing.
Hey, you know what? I'm okay with team fan fiction in chat. Ancient Apparition getting picked up by Third Tier Gaming. Now we have the third picks out of the way. Who do you think the fourth pick is going to be there, Technoman?
Let me look at my crystal ball. Crap, Doomsbend out. They're going sort of AoE heavy. They've got the Alchemist. Need someone to...
Warrunner.
Is that who?
10 seconds.
You know, he's really strong. I kind of feel Undying, but they've already got the 2 supports. Need an offlaner. Tinker's Bend out. Timbersaw?
Warrunner.
I'm gonna say Timbersaw. It pairs well with their high HP pool. It's got mobility, which works well.
Twerks well, huh?
And it's a good offlaner. Really good offlaner.
You said twerks well. Shame on you.
I didn't say that. I may also be eating.
Oh.
It might be snack time.
Ladies and gentlemen, Snack Time is brought to you by the UGC League. Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to participate in one of the UGC League Highlander TF2 tournaments or Dota 2 tournaments coming forth, make sure you go to UGCLeague.com, sign up for them forums, sign up for them tournaments, join the fun as a bristleback gets picked up by micgao+4 Legends.
I can never remember him. Never.
Third tier gaming really should pick up a Timbersaw. That's a lot of strength heroes. That'd be some easy kills.
Don't listen to him.
Take it.
Pick
Sir,
up the Wraith King.
They
You
can't
know
hear you
you
at all.
want to.
Do the thing.
10 seconds
No,
remaining.
but yesterday I was joins for a little snacky snack time,
5 seconds
and I went to the
remaining.
store and found out that thin mint ice cream is a thing.
Yeah.
Reserve time.
Does it surprise
I
you?
got that. I didn't know it was a thing. It's
That
really
sound
good.
you hear is my door slamming as I run towards my nearest grocery store.
See, I thought you were going to make a thinly veiled sponsorship joke, but apparently I'm just not that cool. As the Wraith King pick up by third tier,
Dire
Croissant
team
King is
battle.
out and about. He's got a little helmet beard right there. Love it. Like that's the Juggernaut's hat from X3. Look at it.
10 seconds remaining.
Final
happy
picks
with
coming
that
up. What are your thoughts?
5 seconds remaining.
I feel like they don't. Third tier doesn't really have
Reserve time.
anything that's really a strong carry at this point.
Luna.
They still need their mid
Radiant
unless they want to run Mirana mid, but don't do that.
Just
Medusa
don't.
or something
More-
stupid. Do something stupid.
Morphling-
Medusa.
Morphling and Puck getting
Dire
banned
team
out
pick.
by micgao and third tier, respectively. Final picks coming your way.
If you want to do something stupid, just pick Drow.
Oh yeah, that would be really stupid.
Hey guys, what about Bounty Hunter?
Stupid
Mm,
Dave. That'd be
Not really
pretty-
useful against this team. Like even with his pop shots, the only ones he's really going to be able to hunt are Earthshaker and
10
Shadow
seconds
Shaman,
remaining.
and both of those like
those will
are
kinda mess him
risky.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 seconds remaining.
He just other than the free vision as to where people are, he's not
Reserve time.
really particularly useful.
Yeah, they really need the both teams.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
Radiant
Oh.
team.
Oh.
Thank you, based gods. I believe I said something stupid, so I believe this counts.
Yeah, I guess this kind of counts. I mean, we saw some good some Meepo mid plays. He can work.
Meepo can work very well. The Geomancer is a force to be reckoned with, especially if you've got the micro skills to pull it off.
I hope Nuki Dog's playing Meepo.
I hope so too.
10 seconds remaining.
Wow, they only have one pick to counter Meepo, but they've got a decent
5
reserve
seconds
pool
remaining.
to try and get something. Lich, pick Lich.
Timbersaw. Pick Timbersaw.
Reserve
Timbersaw and or Lich.
Pick Timbersaw. Win the game. Super easy. Pick Timbersaw. This is-
Now who wants
no-brainer.
Timbersaw as a pickup?
No, I didn't want it on. micgao's team. It wouldn't make sense over there. They need it on third tier gaming.
Third tier
Absolutely.
gaming has a minute to pick Timbersaw. Will they do it?
No, they're not gonna pick it.
Over in chat, PK Lopolis says C-Base 1v1 mid, and Badonsky 69 says nice bait, mate. I rate it 8 of 8.
I kind of want to see a Medusa here, not because she'd be helpful, but because
It would be
somebody
dope.
needs to pick her so that the dust can be, removed and the cobwebs cleared out.
I played Medusa the other day. It was pretty fun.
Medusa's not even
Was
a
it
hero anymore.
randomed?
No, I just pick Medusa sometimes because I'm actually good at her.
I bet everyone laughed at you like, oh, look at this noob. He is picking Medusa. And,
Oh,
Well,
what?
Yeah, we said.
as you can
pick
see right there,
stupid.
by third tier gaming, they have picked up Timbersaw, although he is out of his mech now and wearing sniper goggles instead.
Why can't this be like the All-Star match where RTC picked Sniper and then it exploded and turned into techies?
Because he still
Yeah.
did very terribly.
Yeah, that was he trounced. Ouch. So trounced.
So trounced.
Really, we did want something stupid, and Sniper's not the best of choice.
Why not Medusa? Split shot on all the meepos.
What's
Well,
very
split
interesting, though,
shots-
Nuki Dog claims he is the CEO of Campbell's Tomato Paste. So, with that being said, we're going to go down the lineup and tell you who we got fighting. Over on the Radiant side, you're going to be seeing third-tier gaming. That's going to be Bihamin on the Tidehunter. Heaven's Cloud's going to be playing the Wraith King, Fortuitous, the Ancient Apparition, and Mark with a C, your Marana, and finally, Fish will be your Sniping Man. Who do we have on the dire side? Technoman.
Alright, we're gonna have Nuki Dog on our Alchemist. We're gonna have Is Magic picking up our Earthshaker. Going mid, we're gonna have King of Sealand on Meepo. We're gonna micgao on our Bristleback. And sort of late to the top lane, Emotional Boy reprising his role as Shadow Shaman.
He did a very good job last game as Shadow Shaman. He played very cool under pressure pretty much the entire game. So I gotta say, that is pretty fantastic.
30 seconds to battle.
Yes, you can. Do you guys want to make some commentary on who we think got the strong draft here?
Yes. Honestly, we have a really strong draft on third tier gaming up until the sniper. The sniper is going to be the linchpin of their lineup right here. He's not really a great carry, so we're going to have to hope that he is actually able to do it. Now, if I had to play a safe bet, micgao's team's draft is a little wonky too, but I would say it's a lot safer than sniper. Meepo has a habit of not falling off as badly as sniper does late game. So if this game goes into the wee hours of the morning, Meepo is going to come out on top after all is said and done.
Yeah, I see Sniper having a lot of strength here. Not against a Meepo. Not even with, Mjolnirs and Maelstrom.
Oh,
and
we could see an
lots
early
of other
first
procs.
blood here as Heaven's Cloud gets fissured off, and he is stuck in a bad spot. The long stun will come out of Nuki Dog. Nuki Dog gonna be first blood. It's gonna be so close. Heaven's Cloud, 24 HP, being chased, punched by the big old gorilla from the mountain. His Magic will get that first blood. Juices are flowing on Heaven's Cloud. We could see another one here as Fortuitous. Fortuitous answers back, though, picking up Shadow Shaman, so Emotional Boy will go down. Fortuitous is in a bad spot. They're going to chase down His Magic. This could be second or third blood right here. Leap coming out from Mark with the C. Fortuitous will get a nice double kill. AA confirmed for carry as he will get picked off by Emotional Boy as he teleported back in. And it's going to be a very quick sub 2 minute 2-for-2 exchange between these two teams.
That was
The
exciting.
amount of squish.
But I have to make a slight correction. I'm pretty sure Earthshaker's a sloth.
Sloth? Is he a sloth?
I'm
Well,
pretty sure he's...
sloths are considered primates, so
Are they?
I think so.
I don't think they are.
They don't have tails.
Statsman, check that.
This is the best thing that we have ever not invested any money in.
Yup. I mean, I invested money in a microphone.
They are mammals.
No, check. Is a sloth a primate?
Let's see. They're mammals.
Oh, we're going to see a bit of an altercation up at top lane as Heaven's Cloud will pick off Shadow Shaman. Emotional Boy will go down.
They're actually anteaters.
Oh.
Okay,
The hell is an anteater?
now, okay, you realize our Statsman gets no food now because you took his job.
Yeah, way to go. Oh, Fish is in a bad spot. He is getting hit so hard. He will go down, hoping to get a good proc over on Headshot. He will not get that proc. King of Sealand will get a nice, clean kill on Sniper.
Sealand did a little bit of some fancy micro, walking his nearly dead Meepo away at, how much was that? It was not very much.
He's still walking. He's got 57 HP after all was said and done.
So he probably had like 30 when he left.
Yeah. Definitely took a lot of harassment there. Fish hasn't even hit level 6 yet. Otherwise, I would expect to see that assassinate go off. If assassinate is in the air, is it what's the word I'm looking for? Is it disjointable?
Yes, it's disjointable.
What is the matchup between Tidehunter and Bristleback currently looking like?
And Meepo goes down mid.
Standing still.
Headshot. Nope, no headshot.
No, he got a few headshots.
Well, I mean,
he got a few. Big problem was Meepo missed his poof in. He had Sniper netted up a couple of times, which was nice and clutch, but it just wasn't enough.
A little bit of altercation happening up top lane. micgao will rotate Topalash.
Yeah, micgao's going to switch lanes with Nuki Dog. This is not looking good for Nuki Dog.
Nuki Dog not having much, any health right there with 55 HP as after all was said and done during that exchange. There goes the wall off.
In a bad spot.
Heaven's Cloud getting turned into a sheep, getting Aether Shot, getting body blocked by the wide-bodied Sloth right there. micgao is in a bad place, though. He is getting drained. He will go down with a nice pick-off from Fortortus. Fortortus will, though, go down to Emotional Boys Aether Shock. Bristleback having a 50% win rate, so it's pretty much even in that matchup.
Not this time.
Man, you'd think more of these matchups would be a little more one-sided.
Yeah. How dare they pick heroes that complement each other? Arrow goes. His magic will definitely dodge it thanks to his slothing about. His magic will go for the Fisher. He will get it. He will run. Oh, not enough, though. He will get hit by the errant creep shot. Marana will pick off a nice kill right there.
Meepo's rotating one of his Meepos top. Ancient Apparition's a little far up, but I think as a general rule, they saw the rotation due to their high ground ward here.
Yes, indeed. Very nice high ground ward.
That's Dyer's ward.
There's one on top
both.
Of it. Yeah. Like, see, there's two.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
There's one there, and then one there.
Yeah, I didn't notice it either, and I was like, why did they know to back?
That Dendy game sense.
Because Meepone.
Meepone is getting ready. He's getting antsy. Will Fortuitous take the bait? Will he walk down the stairs of fate? No, he will not. Meepo will walk back.
Yeah, he sent his clone back to base. Well, I can't say clone, can I? Because it's just his...
Nope. That's the clone. The real one was the one that was trying to gank.
Very good.
Over in chat, the Poner says that anteaters were recently reported for killing hunters. Meanwhile, hunting happens of its own. micgao getting frozen in place thanks to Ancient Apparition. The nice Fisher there will disjoint that fight and keep the fight relatively in the pocket of micgao. Heaven's Cloud getting a nice nasty Aether Shock to the face, and he will retreat to fight another day.
Not even going to bother using his shared tango. I guess he's going to save it for a later date. Probably wise. He wouldn't get much HP off of it anyways.
Meepo's having a bit of trouble mid against this sniper, actually. A bit more than I thought he would, at least. I thought he would be able to get a... well, he did get that early kill, actually.
He did get the early kill. Right now, Sniper is playing a cautious game. He has taken...
Rotation mid.
Rotation mid.
Oh.
Double damage.
Oh, Fish is in a bad spot. He can't run anywhere but the other way. The nice net dodge, though. The Fisher will go down. He is getting slowed. No arrow for you today, sir. The stun out will go on the King of Sealand. King of Sealand trying to pick up the kill before he goes down. His Meepo clone is dead. Shrapnel pickup right there, and a failed gank attempt, and now 7-5 as the 7.5 minute mark takes its toll. Now, what I was saying...
Sniper has ult, too.
Sniper does have ult. The reason why I was saying that, take aim, he's got 3 points in take aim right now, which is perfect for him taking on Meepo, because he can keep the fight at a distance, and then if he needs to, he can pop Shrapnel to slow up Meepo and then keep on running. So he's doing the I'm going to fight from way outside of your range technique. Very well played by that sniper.
Nuki Dog just got blown up on bottom right. But I mean, just he dropped everything he had, even the Ravage, just to kill him.
And he got it too. He got it. I like that shark hat. It's a great hat.
It is a good one.
I kind of prefer the squid hat.
I want them to make a bear holding a shark hat for somebody.
That would be nice. Preferably like Ursa with a shark on his head.
Yeah. Or
maybe shark gloves.
Shark gloves.
Gloves.
Where would a bear in the jungle get a shark from?
There are freshwater sharks. Meanwhile, top lane, a bit of an altercation is happening. Emotional Boy getting stunned out and beautifully AA'd right there. Done and done. Mark to the C picking up a nice last hit. The AA ult goes out. micgao will get hit by everything and go down. Heaven's Cloud picking up the last hit on that one with assists going to Mark with a C and Fortuitous.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Quite the... This is sort of similar to what we saw last game where 3TG played really aggressive early game, took an early lead, but then they sort of squandered it with like bad team fights and bad push where micgao played really consistently.
Oh, King of Sealand got caught.
Oh, caught indeed. King of Sealand getting destroyed right there. Invisible Fish, though, going to set his sights on Emotional Boy. Emotional Boy is going to take a couple of shots. This could be it right here. The Assassinate go off, and he is done. Oh, he'll get a bit of vision. Not enough. He's looking for Emotional Boy. He wants it so bad, but he can now hit micgao instead. micgao can't deal with that.
There's a whole lot of people looking mid.
And we could see a push on the tier 1 in mid lane Dire side right now as Mark with the C, Fortuitous, and Fish all get ready. Now, Fish does have outside of tower range shots. So it's looking grim right now for micgao+4 Legends as far as dealing with the carry who is already starting to lift the burden on his shoulders.
Yeah, he's already got a Yasha, Wraith Band, and Phase Boots, whereas Meepo currently has Ring of Basilius, Plain Boots, and 3GG branches.
And to try to catch up, he is just he's going to stay in the jungle for this one.
Probably wise.
Definitely had the better lane. After that initial death, he definitely picked up the pace and started farming like crazy.
Oh, there goes the Fisher from Ismagic. Ismagic will catch Fish and Fortuitous with it, but not much else will come from it.
Blink Dagger now up.
Tidehunter.
Tidehunter with the Blink Ravage. Scary at 11 minutes right there. And as you can see, Tidehunter has been farming like a madman. 58 last hits, 20 denies. Meanwhile, following up, Fish has got 52 and 21. Taking a look at the gold graph right now, 3TG still playing a high dollar game thanks to the Meepo farming. Oh, we're going to see a bit of a team fight happen right now. micgao being chased by Bahamon. The Ravage will go up. The AA ult goes out. The Assassinate is ready. No, he canceled both of them. Instead, he's going to wait. He's going to wait. Sealand gone right there. As Mark with the C, Murata will pick up that one. Emotional Boy done. The Aether Shot goes out, but it's not going to be enough. micgao trying to pick up Mark, but the C, but does not. And that's going to be a 4 for none, or 4 for 1 exchange. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Triple kill being picked up by Fish.
That's gross.
So it looks like this Hail Mary sniper pickup is definitely paying off for them.
Yeah, it's definitely paying off. So I gotta say, Logs, I was wrong in my assessment. Stronger lineup, yes, for 3TG, but I gotta say that right now, for micgao, but 3TG is just doing so good right now. 4,000 gold advantage, 5,000 experience advantage. They are doing spectacular for themselves.
Does Chemical Rage's regen get cancelled by Ancient Apparition Ultimate?
Yes, it does.
Oh, that's a good counter pick then too. I didn't recognize that until just now.
Not sure what Sniper's gonna pick up next for an item.
Yuki Dog's getting low here, trying to Ancient farm.
He'll be fine though. He has his regen.
Yeah, he was looking a little not
attack.
great until just recently.
We're going to see a teleport on bottom lane from Ismagic, as well as a regrouping of Emotional Boy and Nuki Dog.
micgao is in trouble top.
Yes, indeed. He is running tail between his bristly legs. After I believe it was fortuitous. I can't check the model though. I don't know. Let's take a look.
Yeah, you can't go into the What's the?
No, he just has a diaper.
That's gross.
What? I'm telling you what it is.
Diapers are gross.
Well, he's got like man panties on. Emotional Boy dipping down so low. Ismagic picking up a Mirana arrow. There goes the AA ult. He will not pick up anybody in the base. So, Emotional Boy...
Oh, it hit him!
Oh, I spoke too soon! Emotional Boy being picked up by the AA ult as it flew on by!
I would just feel like complete shit. Wow, that was like the best misplay into a play ever. Looking to pick up the teleport back to base, and instead just clipped him with the actual ball en route.
Nuki Dog going in deep. He's going to pop the Chemical Rage. He will get hit by the arrow. He will get hit by everything. He is gone. Marvelous. He picking up a dominating streak on Nuki Dog. Fortuitous and Fish both picking up assist on that one.
They're already pushing tier 2. Maybe trying to make up some for what they learned last game.
Behind him. Oh, saving that Ravage for just the right opportunity. Fish teleports in bottom, picks up a nice, wicked sick kill on micgao, making that a 2-for-none exchange between these two teams.
Yeah, I believe he's already working on his Maelstrom. And he'll have it really soon, in fact.
Yeah,
either his Maelstrom or his... yep, he did in fact go for the Maelstrom.
He was 300, he's very close to getting Maelstrom. He only needs, I think, about 500 more gold, and he's done. His net worth...
He's got it finished.
Oh, he does?
It's
well,
done.
There you go.
He's
right
probably
now,
saving up for Hyperstone.
net worth, 7,800 gold in Fish's pocket. It's going to crest 8,000 here in a couple of seconds. His creep score, phenomenal, 82 right now. He has taken the lead as far as the creepinest killinest guy. Taking the lead as creepinest killinest guy in the world right now as far as this game is concerned. Took it.
That's even
took
worse.
it the lead.
Took it.
Fish is displaying the MLG 420 no-scope blazing it strategy that snipers are very well known for. Meanwhile, Wraith King is going to pick up himself an Alchemist, Nuki Dog falling to Heaven's Cloud.
Yeah, right now Fish is definitely trying to farm up the Hyperstone. He's getting his 600 gold out of the jungle right now.
Dire's top tower
There's
is under attack.
not really any farm on micgao right now. The most farmed hero is the Alchemist, who has nothing but treads
Dire's
and a
top tower
medallion.
is under attack.
Yeah, Nuki Dog is not doing hot for himself, and as you can see, with the exception of Ancient Apparition, Fortuitous, every single person over on micgao+4 Legends are occupying the bottom spots, with Fortuitous now taking the fourth from last spot, knocking down the mid Meepo. That's a sad day for the King of Sealand.
micgao's gonna take bottom tower while they're pushing top. But
I don't know.
I don't know if
Tier
it's
2
a
is-
wise trade.
Tier
It's
2.
some desperately needed gold, honestly.
Oh,
They have
Emotional
to
Boy.
take it.
Emotional Boy getting saved for just a second by Ismagic. Dust coming out. Heaven's Cloud being picked up. The Echo Slam comes out from Ismagic, but it doesn't matter. The Ravage from Behamin comes out. Milky Dog stunned. He missed it. Or the arrow is missed. How did you miss? Mark of the Sea, how do you miss when he's standing still?
He's dead. Sniper.
5-man wipe.
Tower is under attack.
5-man wipe. Over on there.
Didn't even use the ultimate off Wraith King. Got close, but not quite enough.
And that's going to be a tier 2 as
Dire's
Fish
top tower
slowly
is under
whittles away.
And then suddenly just
It is
Destroyed.
24 to 6 right now at the 18-minute mark. Right now, third tier gaming has 4 times the amount of kills that micgao has. That's sad.
Emotional Boy way out of position mid. He's gone.
Done. 25 to 6 now.
This dunking is getting a little. What's the word for it? Obscene.
Obscene is a good word. Disastrous is another good word I would use.
Rotation mid. Tidehunter might be overstaying his welcome here.
No, he blinked out of there and he was good to go.
Nah. Tidehunter's a pretty tanky guy right now.
Still with Ravage on cooldown.
Well, he's
Actually, he almost has
He almost has his
refresher.
refresher already. I don't even think he has the mana for that.
He does. His total pool is fine. 225 per shot. That's 550. He's good to go for a double Ravage.
Yeah, but Ravage. I mean, the refresher is also 375.
Right you are, Ken. Right you are.
It'll be close. He does have arcane boots though, so he can boost himself after he cast one.
Fight happening over in mid. Ismagic throws out a preemptive Fissure, sunning out Fish, but Fish is not worried about it. Popping dudes left and right. Working for that 117 creep score. He's got 11,000 gold net worth. Ridiculous.
Let's talk about this Aghanim Scepter that's on Ancient Apparition already.
Oh dear.
Oh, 20 minute ags. Meanwhile, micgao gets seen out by Benjamin. Benjamin is going to be able to bring him down. micgao frozen in place. The shadow, Moonwalk shadow comes out from Mark with the Sea. micgao being chased. A little bit more damage than I'm comfortable with happening to third tier gaming, but whatevs, it happened.
Moonwalk Shadow.
Moonwalk, the king has arrived, sir.
Oh!
King of Sealand, 40 HP, taking that assassinate like a champ.
Dire's middle tower
Already
is
has
under
his
attack.
blink dagger up on Meepo, rushing that instead of Aghanims.
Radiant's
It
top
kinda
tower
needs it at
Probably
this point.
wise. Yeah.
Another tier 2 falls by the wayside thanks to some great teamwork coming out of third tier gaming.
Seeing some decent split push here between the Alchemist, who already has his BKB done.
Not quick enough on the Wraith Fire Blast there, Heaven's Cloud. He just missed stunning him up. But the refresher is finished on Tidehunter.
Sniper went Manta instead of going rapidly into Mjolnir. I'm a little shocked at that.
You get the reason you get a Maelstrom early is to increase your farm speed.
He's definitely been doing that.
The reason you don't get a Mjolnir so early is Mjolnir's main damage output comes from the little thing that you put on yourself, but that only procs when you get hit. And if you're getting hit as a sniper this early, you...
Oh, micgao just ate a nice arrow. The Ravage comes up from behind me. The double Ravage! He did it! He doesn't care! There goes the AA ult. He's going to capture... Oh, there's the GG called right there after a huge team fight and a no-win situation coming from third tier gaming. The micgao and 4 Legends are going to have to call it for that one. That's going to be a 1-1 for the series right there, and an outstanding play from both of these teams. I gotta admit, I was not expecting I was not expecting a raffle stomp. I was not expecting a raffle stomp from these two teams, but it happened. At third tier, they saw how micgao and 4 Legends play, and they decided this is what we're going to do. We're going to play to our strengths by playing to their weaknesses, and then they did that, and it was amazing. 11-1 sniper. 11-1 sniper. A final score of 30-6 at 21 minutes. The raffle stomping third tier gaming cements their place in this best of 2 series, 1-1. So, both teams got a thing. What do you guys think? Was that a good game, or was that a great game?
It was a good final game. I did not expect the sniper to do that well.
Yeah, Sniper versus Meepo, haven't really seen that matchup before, but honestly, he kind of trounced, if we're going to be 100% honest.
Like, we both went into it, me and you, Logs. We thought, well, the sniper, it's not a traditional pick. It's not. But they played their Meepo hand over on micgao, and I think that was at the opportunity where, like, okay, we'll do right-click damage. And with Sniper, you can get far away and still do enough damage to get that assassinate ready and then go about your business taking down Meepo. As you saw, Meepo was very sad that game, having almost no farm. He had to jungle for the better half of the better last half of that game. Otherwise, he was not going to get anywhere. He didn't get his blink dagger until 20 minutes. That was 1 minute 14 seconds before the game ended. And that was something he needed about 10 minutes prior.
Even then, I don't think it was a good choice for him. Like, the whole blink poof combo works stronger based on how many Meepos you had. What he needed was survivability, like stats in some form, maybe a bracer or drums, because he was just getting like picked off by the sniper at every opportunity. Farming jungle was a nice idea, but you just can't squeeze as much gold out of that as compared to being in a solo farm lane. And then he got called into action sooner than he had come online because Sniper was ready to roll from having such a good lane. And it sort of tipped the scales everywhere, and then he just sort of ran out of room to farm.
Dave, I just want you to know that I think we've hit the big leagues. We finally have Twitch spam in our chat.
Yes, Twitch spam is the best kind of spam, sir. Well, outside of, spam, but,
Spam's pretty terrible, bro.
I've actually only had spam once, and it wasn't that bad. Anyway,
I'll take
anything.
It is time, gentlemen. We're going to be bringing in whoever the king of the call is. Please hit the dial button because we're going to bring in micgao+4 of micgao into here to talk about that last game. Good evening, sir.
Hello.
You got to speak up, man. You are very quiet, my friend.
Yeah, I think it's an issue with Skype because it doesn't really equalize like Level does.
A little
better.
There it goes. PK, wasn't quite sure which position you were playing those two games. You were micgao. Which player were you?
I was Magic.
Okay.
The Earthshaker.
So you had a lot of fun that first game. Wraith King did a great job that first game, and even though the series did go 1-1 with y'all not winning the last series, you played a spectacular game. I want to say that first off. Your Earthshaker Fisher that secured first blood on Wraith King that second game was spectacular.
Had some issues with our laning. We had rotated several times during the second game, which didn't really work out. I think our picks were really greedy.
It was one of the things we said. Your draft in the second game was actually very strong, and we were actually doubting up until the moment where. I believe it was
Sniper started to
when Sniper started taking off. When Fish, your opponent, started taking off very hard. What was going on in your chat when y'all saw Sealand start to fall down by the wayside? What was going on there?
So, the Meepo pick, like in our first game, we shouted remake after we picked Viper, right? Because we intended to pick Meepo, but micgao picked Viper on accident. But they didn't fit out working out. So we rotated into the second game, and we realized our Meepo player, King of Sealand, had 200 ping, and he like kind of choked when we did that Shadow Shaman Earthshaker gank mid, the first one,
Right.
and I think that's when we really started losing. Beyond like our Alchemist not really getting his farm, although
poor
he ended
Nuki
up
boy.
pushing.
Poor Nuki
Yeah.
boy. He ended up having to rotate bottom, switching lanes with I believe it was micgao who was on the bristleback. He rotated, and I don't like when you made that call. Was it to try to catch up, Nuki boy, or was it to try to do a better match against Tidehunter?
Nuki Dog wanted to get farm.
Ah.
That's about it. Like, I don't think he claimed that bristleback would wreck the lane. Although I think if we just kept trying to get more kills, we would have bounced back.
Right on, right on. With the first game, you guys came back from an insurmountable loss, and you guys were actually trailing in kills the entire game, up until the very last moment where y'all won that last team fight. What were y'all thinking at that moment when you made that 5-man wipe?
Wow, Razor is a bad hero.
We were actually saying that. We were talking about how Razor has a lot of great damage up front, but later in the game it just kind of falls off. Were you guys trying to take advantage of that and stall the game for as long as possible?
I think that we would have won our late game no matter what, because Razor falls off, and we have orbs on like Viper, who like would eventually wreck Razor, and lots of lockdown, especially Shadow Shaman wards. We can just push in all their take towers whenever we want. When we got our levels after we had a pretty bad early game start.
Yeah, you're right. It was a very bad start our first game, but you guys girded your loins, grew enormous manly beards, and just took it to the fridge on that one. That was spectacular. So I must commend you for your performance in that one. It looked like 3TG was going to win the entire game, but every time there was a fight, you guys were able to position yourselves perfectly to take out anybody. And that 5-man wipe, or that 4-man wipe, that Roche that happened was just awesome. I like the blink in that happened from Centaur was what sealed the deal. I was like, oh, this is it. These guys are about to start taking everything their way. So you guys did amazing that first game. So don't sell yourself short. Even though you lost the second game, you guys put out a spectacular performance in the first game.
Centaur, we wiped at Roche. They killed us, and we even
What
dropped
was
our.
that?
I think you're a bit confused on which team was which.
Am I combining both teams? I do that from time to time. I have amnesia.
And at that Roche fight, our Viper dropped his MKB to pick up the Aegis on accident.
Oh,
We had
that
to
was
rescue
that
him.
Is
must
that
have been
what
pretty
happened?
scary.
Yeah.
He dropped his MKB to pick it up and almost got it denied.
Oh, that would have been awful. What was he trying to drop when that happened?
I don't know. He just dropped it, and then I got really confused because I was like, "Whose MKB is that?" So I kept. Then I eventually went to rescue it, and then died.
That was a tragedy, but the point is you rescued it. So
Yeah.
you can't argue with results, my friend. You can't argue with results.
Unless
So-
you lose.
Well,
That would be a lack of results.
well. What would you say was your favorite moment during those two games, PK?
Honestly, the MKB thing.
The
Yeah, I thought that
MKB
was pretty
debacle. I missed that one. I'm sad I missed that one because I think we would have had a lot of great laughs about it in the Dota 2 Killcopter. But
I commented on it.
did you?
I'll vouch
Yeah,
for
we have a question
Joojkins.
for you in chat. Why do you refuse to use spells?
I don't like spells. I don't really like magic. Like I like to play anti-mage. Don't really blink around. That's about it.
So
And another one from Nuki Dog. How big is your donger?
Very big.
honest answers, man. You don't have to show us pictures because we'll take your word for it. But how big is your Rangus?
I would say very big, especially after the first game.
Are we talking would you measure it in yards? Would you measure it in hammer units?
How many Roshan long is it?
Several. Just leave it at several whatever units. Anything above a meter or a yard.
Excellent. Was there anything you'd like to say to your opponents before we sign off for the night?
I think Marana is a game-losing pick. That's it, really. I feel like we would have lost if they had any other hero in the first game other than Marana. Like any hero.
Would you say that Marana's starting to fall off as far as competitive play goes?
Yeah, like during the international, every time it got picked, I was like, this team's gonna lose. And I think EG picked it as well. In their last game, they choked really hard.
Aye, indeed they did. It was a sad day for America when China won. But hey, them's the breaks, kid. Well, BK, thank you for joining us here on the Dota 2 Killcopter for the After Action Report. We do appreciate your game that you put on for us and all of the words of wisdom, as well as your massive member hanging out with us here. However, we do have to drop ballast and go for the night, sir. Thank you very much for joining us. You have a great night.
All right, thanks for having me.
All right, so, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it at a score of 1-1 between these two teams. It has been an excellent game between micgao+4 Legends versus third tier gaming. As always, this is the Dota 2 Killcopter. We thank everybody here for joining us for this spectacular Best of 2 series. Budonsky 69, Davey Coxey, Hemos 8. My name is micgao, Nuki Dog, Orange Base, SSB Iron Sparks, Taste the Rainbow for the Min, the Poner 3, and I believe that's T14. But thank you all very much for joining us for this game. We do appreciate all of you. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, all those little buttons down there below the broadcast. We appreciate your time and patience for this Best of 2 series. As always, my name is Brushfire. I was joined by Joojkins, Technoman, and Mr. Bad Guy. Thank you very much. You have a great night, and we'll see you next game.